Hello, we're switching things up a little bit today. I received a request, a suggestion from one of my good friends I've met on this platform, Carson, and he suggested that I throw my favorite movie characters into the Hunger Games. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Before I show you who were the lucky 24 tributes, I first want to say that this is a mix of my favorite movie characters as well as just some characters that I thought would be hilarious to throw into the Hunger Games. So I'm on the website right now. I have already created the characters, and so I want to go down the line and introduce each district to you guys. This was done randomly. There's not a specific method to which character landed in each district, but there are 12 male tributes and 12 female tributes. District 1, we just happen to have two animals. We have Dory, and I'm really excited about this one because I like to picture her just in like a fishbowl. I don't know if she has like a wheel or something that she can control herself with or what, but that's that. Maybe someone has to like pick her up and move her. I don't know. I don't know how she's gonna win this, honestly. Next up, we have Mr. Fox. I love Mr. Fox. This is actually a favorite character of mine. I love Dory too, but I'm hoping that his slyness and his wit can get him far into the arena. District 2, we have Rita, which I'm sure if I didn't say her name, none of you would know that that's her name. It's Emily Blunt's character from Edge of Tomorrow. Then we have the mayor of Halloween Town. Not Jack Skellington, actually, the mayor. There's nothing in here. I don't know why I did that. District 3's female tribute is the T-Rex from Jurassic Park. And Buddy the Elf is the male tribute, and I think that this is my favorite district of the whole entire game. Then District 4, we have Hermione Granger and Kevin McAllister. District 5, I had to include Katniss Everdeen. I actually do like her as a character, plus it just felt wrong excluding her, so she's in this mix. And then we also have as her male tribute, Pee Wee Herman, and I really like just picturing them on the train to the arena, and like she's just super serious, thinking of her game plan. And Pee-wee is just like, can't wait to kill people. Oh, also I should say, I made myself a little rule that if I choose a movie character, I can't do any other character from that universe. And so the fact that I chose Hermione means that I can't do any other Harry Potter character. District 6, we have Mrs. Claus from the Rankin Bass animated shorts. I love Mrs. Claus, and okay, let's be completely honest, I just really want to see her in the Hunger Games. And then we specifically have Johnny Depp Willy Wonka. It has to be that one. Next up, in District 7, we have triple combo, the Sanderson sisters. I couldn't separate them. They're just, all three of them are one tribute. Think of it as you will, whether it was that one of their names were drawn and the other two volunteered to go with, or if they were just all drawn together. I don't know. With them, our male tribute is George Bailey, which I won't lie, I would hate to see get killed. I mean, not that I would love to see any of these characters get killed, but George Bailey is my favorite movie character of all time, and so he had to have a spot in this. I'm just really interested in what his game is going to look like. District 8, we have... In District 8, we have Scout from To Kill a Mockingbird. No comment. Then we have Sid from Toy Story, because that's going to be hilarious. District 9, we have Ahsoka, the animated one. We haven't really seen a lot of live action. We're going with the animated one. We also have Caesar. Actually, it's a toss-up between George Bailey and Caesar for my favorite movie character of all time, but we have Caesar here. In District 10, we have Mulan, the animated one, and Kermit the Frog. I just really hope there's a point where Kermit like dives at a player. District 11, we have Mary Poppins with Paddington, two very British characters that I'm excited to see duke it out, especially Paddington. District 12, Mia Thermopolis, which is she's gonna be really awkward, and Indiana Jones, which let's hope he has his whip. Right off the bat, let's make some predictions. Now, this is a completely random generator. I don't get to choose who goes where. If I were going based off of like my money, based off like a really actual serious game, of these, Rita is a threat as long as she has her machinery. The T-Rex, I mean, obviously is a threat. Katniss Everdeen has her bow and arrows, but is she gonna be able to beat Rita and T-Rex? I don't think so. Sanderson sisters, without their spell book, are they really that powerful? Ahsoka, if she has her lightsabers, but she doesn't, so I guess she has the Force. Caesar has a really good chance because he doesn't need any weapons. He's just crazy. Right now, the person that I want to win the most is Caesar. I would love for Caesar to get the crown. If Mrs. Claus wins, I swear. There's a part of me that actually kind of wants Kermit the Frog to win because that'd be hilarious. This is chapter 1 of Hunger Games Cinemania, the Bloodbath. Hermione Granger bashes Mayor of Halloween Town's head against a rock several times. Oh my God. She's like, turn to page 394! Bashing his head. And is his head like, what side is it on? Is he like spinning his head as it's happening? Okay. Scout runs away from the cornucopia. I can see her just being like, nope, I got no chance. See ya. Mia Thermopolis runs away from the cornucopia. Okay, all these people that are running away from the cornucopia, I can completely get on board with. I see that happening. Mia Thermopolis, she probably tripped as she was running away from the cornucopia. The Sanderson sisters find a backpack full of camping equipment. Good for them. Are they singing while they do it? Are they just kind of like, I put a spell on you, while they're like getting their backpack and everyone else is like, Hermione's like bashing Mayer's head in with a rock. Rita runs away from the cornucopia. Okay. That shocks me a little bit. I could see her actually staying in the bloodbath and taking out like everyone. But then again, if she doesn't have her armor, maybe that's why she's running away. She feels very vulnerable. T-Rex grabs a sword. The funny thing is, it doesn't need a sword at all, but I love that that T-Rex grabbed a sword. And my next question is, how did it grab the sword? Was this sword on top of the cornucopia where the T-Rex could walk over and just like grab this sword? Or did it have to like fall down and like reach over to try to get it and make sure that no other tributes attack it? This is amazing. Kevin McAllister runs away from the cornucopia. All right, I imagine that as he's running away, there's a shot of him running towards the camera and then he just screams at the camera like that clip in the movie. Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka, runs away from the cornucopia. I don't think he ran away. I think he skipped away. Ahsoka runs away from the cornucopia. That's a little shocking. I could have seen her doing her force moves and like, I mean, killing someone. Kermit the Frog and Sid threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. So I guess this is kind of like the first movie where Katniss and Peeta eat the berries. They're like, all right, you eat, I eat. 1, 2, 3. But then they both eat it and they both drop dead. We've lost 3 characters so far, all male tributes. That's not looking good for the males. George Bailey finds a backpack full of camping equipment. Okay, so he's on the same note as the Sanderson sisters. Dory runs away from the cornucopia. Okay, so Dory, I still like picturing she either can control it with some sort of remote control or there's a tribute that like just picks up her bowl of water and like runs away with her. Katniss Everdeen, Paddington, Mulan, and Caesar share everything they gathered before running. Okay, so we've got an alliance here. I like this alliance. I think this is hilarious. Mrs. Claus stays at the cornucopia for resources. Okay. Buddy the Elf and Pee Wee Herman fight for a bag. Buddy the Elf gives up and retreats. I could just see Buddy like, no, it's mine! And Pee-wee, Buddy gets scared of Pee-wee and then just like runs away as fast as he can in his skin-tight suit. Buddy the Elf and Pee-wee Herman fighting over a bag. That's amazing. Mr. Fox rips a mace out of Indiana Jones's hand. Wow, okay. Mr. Fox, he's sly. I'm telling you, he's sly. Mary Poppins runs under the cornucopia and hides. She's not getting far at all. Mrs. Claus is coming for her. Let's proceed. Day 1. We're on day 1. Caesar picks flowers. All right. Buddy the Elf receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Wow, that's going to come into play later on. Ooh, Kevin McAllister runs away from Mary Poppins. Indiana Jones receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Okay, we've got some Indiana Jones fans watching. Katniss Everdeen attempts to climb a tree, but falls on Rita, killing them both. Johnny Depp Willy Wonka chases Paddington? That is horrifying. The fact that you're being chased by Johnny Depp Willy Wonka is the scariest thing ever, because he's not running, he's skipping. Dory attacks Scout, but she manages to escape. So I'm imagining Dory, like, fish out of water, comes out of her bowl, and kind of like smacks Scout a few times, and then lands back in her bowl, and Scout, like, is able to run away and gain her balance and everything. Okay, so we've got 2 female tributes, Ahsoka and Mrs. Claus, searching for resources. Mia Thermopolis poisons George Bailey's drink but mistakes it for her own and dies! Sucker! George Bailey is still in this, and Mia Thermopolis is as foolish as she is in The Princess Diaries. She is gone. Okay, we've got some fans of Mulan. Pee Wee Herman searches for a water source. Sanderson sisters practice their archery. Fallen tributes, Mayor of Halloween Town, Kermit the Frog, Sid, Katniss Everdeen, Rita, and Mia Thermopolis. Let's proceed to night. Scout loses sight of where she is, so she's just like walking and she's no idea where she is, man. Okay, we got some lost people here. Mr. Fox is awoken by nightmares. Oh. Ahsoka is unable to convince Hermione Granger to not kill her. Dory, Indiana Jones, and Mulan discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Paddington cooks his food before putting his fire out. Good on you, Paddington. Mrs. Claus destroys Caesar's supplies while he's asleep? That's really rude. T-Rex begs for Pee Wee Herman to kill her. He refuses, keeping T-Rex alive. The T-Rex is at Pee-wee's feet, just like begging, growling and roaring or whatever T-Rexes do, and Pee-wee's just laughing at her. Mary Poppins sets up camp for the night. Sanderson sisters seize a fire but stay hidden. George Bailey starts a fire. Okay, he is dead. Okay, we're on day 2. Paddington sprains his ankle while running away from Mr. Fox. Oh no. So I don't know how it ended with T-Rex and Pee-wee, but T-Rex is still alive, and someone's rooting for T-Rex to make it far. So T-Rex, she received an explosive from a sponsor. Mulan severely injures Scout and leaves her to die. That is so sad to picture Scout just left for dead. I hate that. Indiana Jones, Dory, and George Bailey unsuccessfully ambush Hermione, Buddy, and Kevin, who kill them instead. No! I imagine that they all came out together holding hands, and Hermione, Buddy, and Kevin just like looked at each other, smiled, and then just like threw a freaking tomahawk at them or something and ambushed them. Caesar picks flowers. Caesar's one with nature. He's having a great time out here. Okay, let's look who died. Ahsoka, dead. Scout, Indiana Jones, Dory, and George Bailey. We are on night 2. Mulan goes to sleep. Mrs. Claus thinks about winning. She's up in her cave and she's like, you know what? I might actually have a chance to return home to Papa and the elves. Mr. Fox defeats T-Rex in a fight, but spares her life. T-Rex is just down at her wits, and she doesn't think to use her explosives that were sent by the sponsors. So Mr. Fox beats her, but she's so down on her luck, she's probably also begging for him to kill her, but he doesn't do it because he's better than that. Hermione Granger fends Caesar, Kevin McAllister, and Paddington away from her fire. Wow, okay. I'm really confused of these alliances here. Like, one moment they're in alliance and then the next they're not. Whatever. Mary Poppins defeats Buddy the Elf in a fight, but spares his life. All right, we've got a lot of selflessness going on. Pee Wee Herman destroys Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka's supplies while he is asleep. Okay, so he's just bouncing around in a circle, I imagine. He's probably screaming, or he's doing it really quietly with a huge smile on his face. Either way, it's creepy. Day 3. T-Rex diverts Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka's attention, and runs away. So, oh my gosh, T-Rex is just hanging on by a thread right now. She is at her end. Pee Wee Herman begs for Paddington to kill him. He refuses, keeping Pee Wee Herman alive. Like, please! And Paddington's like, nope, no marmalade for you. Sanderson's sister sprained her ankle while running away from Mrs. Claus. I'm starting to have faith in Mrs. Claus. Caesar receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Yes, that was me! I had to be that sponsor. I'm not trying to be biased, but I really want Caesar to win this. Mr. Fox attacks Mary Poppins, but she manages to escape. There are no fallen tributes, so we're going to continue on to night 3. Mr. Fox tends to Caesar's wounds. Look at that! 2 animals working together. I love it. P.B. Herman stays awake all night. I like imagining him like shaking in the corner and his eyes are bloodshot and he's just like talking to himself quietly. T-Rex convinces Mary Poppins to snuggle with her. Wow, okay, so we've got T-Rex and Mary Poppins. T-Rex is so done with this. She's like asking characters to snuggle with her. What's the deal? And it's like her little arms barely go around Mary Poppins. This is a sight, wow. Mulan and Hermione Granger huddle for warmth. Okay, so we've got some sort of alliance going on between Hermione and Mulan. I don't know how much longer this goes, but comment below right now the timestamp of the video and who you think will win at this point. Paddington and Kevin McAllister talk about the tribute still alive, so they're talking about their game plan. Sanderson sisters think about winning. Let's proceed. We are on day 4. Caesar receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Let's go. Willy Wonka steals from Buddy the Elf while he isn't looking. Mrs. Claus defeats Pee Wee Herman in a fight but spares his life. Come on, let's get some action here. Oh my gosh, I spoke to, so be careful what you wish for. Mr. Fox throws a knife into Paddington's head. Mulan is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sanderson sisters cannot handle the circumstances and commit suicide. Kevin McAllister scares Hermione Granger off. So Hermione's walking through the forest with her little book bag, singing the little double, double, toil and trouble, and McAllister jumps out of the bushes and like she is horrified. She runs away. Mary Poppins camouflages herself in the bushes. Okay. I can see her having the wits to do that. Paddington is gone. Sanderson sisters are gone. Let's see everyone's status real quick. Okay, so District 1, Mr. Fox is the only one left. District 2, gone. District 3, you guys still got District 3. District 4 is good. District 5, we've got Pee Wee. District 6, we have Mrs. Claus and Johnny Depp, Willy Wonka left. 7 and 8 are gone. District 9, we still have Caesar. Caesar's still in this. And then 10, we have Mulan. And 11, we have Mary Poppins left. 12 is gone. Go back to Fallen Tributes. Let's proceed. Night 4, Hermione tends to Johnny Depp's Willy Wonka's wounds. We got something here. Mr. Fox, Pee-wee Herman, Buddy the Elf, and Mulan, and T-Rex sleep in shifts. Wow, okay. So T-Rex and Pee-wee ended up becoming friends after T-Rex begged for her life. Mrs. Claus cries herself to sleep. That's so sad. Mary Poppins begs for Kevin McAllister to kill her. He reluctantly obliges, killing Mary Poppins. Day 5. Caesar is pricked by thorns while picking berries. I hope they're not poisonous. Kevin McAllister questions his sanity, but isn't that just like legit from the movies too? I mean, come on. Pee-wee Herman is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Okay. Mulan, Mr. Fox, and Johnny Depp Willy Wonka hunt for other tributes. That is horrifying. I do not like picturing Willy Wonka hunting for me. Hermione Granger receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Okay, that's cool and all, but when are we going to see these explosives in action? One cannon is heard, Mary Poppins is gone. Night 5, Mulan shoots an arrow at Mrs. Claus, but misses and kills Pee-wee Herman instead. So Pee-wee is off in his own little and as he's doing that, Mulan aims for the kill for Mrs. Claus, but Mrs. Claus bends over while singing a Christmas hymn, and Pee-wee, it gets him. He's gone. Kevin McAllister, Caesar, T-Rex, Mr. Fox, and Hermione Granger sleep in shifts. Okay. Buddy the Elf lets Johnny Depp Willy Wonka into a shelter. I don't want to see what that night is like. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. But the question is, do you go to the feast? Mulan falls into a pit and dies? Okay, Mulan is out. Buddy the Elf decides not to go to the feast. That's smart. He's smart. Buddy the Elf comes off as very idiotic, but he has brains in there. Kevin McAllister sobs while gripping a photo of his friends and family. That is so sad. That's like something you'd see in Survivor. Mrs. Claus decides not to go to the feast. Hermione Granger steals Caesar's memoirs. That's really rude. Mr. Fox throws a knife into Johnny Depp Willy Wonka's chest. T-Rex decides not to go to the feast. That's probably smart. This T-Rex is just, I know I said this earlier, but the T-Rex is not in good condition, hasn't been since day 1. Hunger Games Cinemania, day 6. Caesar and T-Rex hunt for other tributes. That is a sight to see right there. Caesar is probably riding on the back of the T-Rex, and he's like, oh, like going forward, I don't know. Mr. Fox makes a wooden spear. That's intense. Buddy the Elf receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. So we've still got fans for Buddy the Elf here. Kevin McAllister explores the arena. So Kevin is just kind of done with everything. He's just going on a walk, hands in his pockets, maybe whistling a tune, talking to himself like he usually does, missing the times where he could just spend Christmas at home. All right, fallen tributes. Pee-wee is gone. Mulan is gone. And Johnny Depp Willy Wonka is gone. Night 6. Hermione Granger climbs a tree to rest. Okay. T-Rex tends to Buddy the Elf's wounds, so he's just like, thanks, Rexy. And like, T-Rex is just like, why is the T-Rex purring? I don't know. Mr. Fox tends to Mrs. Claus's wounds. Oh, right, wow. Something's crazy is gonna happen right now. Day 7. Hermione Granger, Caesar, and Mr. Fox start fighting, but Caesar runs away as Hermione Granger kills Mr. Fox. Really sad that Mr. Fox takes the defeat, but Caesar is still alive, and Hermione's the one that killed Mr. Fox. I can't imagine that happening in real life. Kevin McAllister runs away from Buddy the Elf. T-Rex throws a knife into Mrs. Claus's chest. No! I mean, it's the sword, right? The sword that the T-Rex grabbed from the cornucopia. Fallen tributes. Mr. Fox is gone. That makes me sad. And Mrs. Claus is also gone. Oh my goodness, guys. We are at the top 5, and Caesar is still alive. Okay, of these tributes left, I think the one person I don't want to win is Hermione. But she has killed 6 people. Caesar hasn't killed anyone, and everyone else has killed at least one person. Wow, okay. Hermione might get this, but I hope she doesn't. Night 7. Kevin McAllister screams for help. T-Rex receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Caesar tries to treat his infection. Oh no, he has an infection. I hope that's not how he dies. Hermione stabs Buddy the Elf while his back is turned. Wow, so he was probably reciting the Christmas cheer poem thing and off to himself, and he was probably like speaking to an animated bluebird, and Hermione just came up behind him and took him out. Day 8. Kevin McAllister practices his archery. T-Rex chases Caesar, but they were working together! What gives? Hermione Granger constructs a shack. Alright, whatever. Fallen tributes, Buddy the Elf. We have 4 more tributes left. Okay, Hermione Granger fends Kevin, Caesar, and T-Rex from her fire. That's on the night. No! I just saw something. Caesar bleeds out due to untreated injuries. No! Oh, dang it. Hermione Granger hunts for other tributes. T-Rex travels to high ground. At this point, my money's on Kevin. Caesar's gone. No! Alright, let's proceed. We're at the final 3. Oh no! Hermione Granger ambushes T-Rex and kills her. T-Rex, I'm surprised how long T-Rex lasted, seeing as what bad condition she was from the start of the game. Kevin McAllister accidentally steps on a landmine The winner is Hermione Granger from District 4. Here is our final look. Placements. First place, Hermione. I am so sad Caesar didn't win. He was so close to 4th place, man. It's so funny. Of the top 4, Hermione was the one I didn't want to win. But you know what? Good on her for not having a wand and just lasting, and especially being scared by Kevin McAllister at one point. That's really impressive, but I am sad that Kevin went out the way he did. For making it so far into the game and just stepping on a landmine, that's too bad. All right, and Hermione also had the most kills. I didn't think she would win because I feel like that's too obvious, but it looks like we're doing it. All right, District 3 was my favorite district, and they at least came in 2nd place, so that's okay. Thank you for joining me in my Hunger Games Cinemania. It was a blast. It was very intense. And let me know in the comments if you want me to do this kind of thing again. Also, let me know in the comments who you were rooting for, how everyone did. Until next time, have a great day.